Hello! So I just pulled up to the house and you know how I back in and I got like a little jolt from going up the thing. And guess what? I can feel my spine on the seat. How fucking cool is that? And I reach back and I can actually feel the bones. Like, who am I? This is amazing.
Go, Karma. It's your birthday.
Go.
Come on, Karma.
Karma, go.
Come here, I'll give you a treat. Come here, Karma. Come here.
Go get it. Go get your treat. Okay, that's not the treat.
Karma, that's
And he
the wrong
takes
way,
the
baby.
hardest way out.
Okay, come on. Treat.
Wow.
We are recording. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Please tell the viewer who you are.
My name is Jen Bailey, and I'm a co-owner of a nonprofit out here in Lancaster, and it's called Run for Grace. And I'm just giving my 9-month update on my VSG progress.
Yay. So, the first question is,
Go for it.
what is your current weight?
165. Now it actually matches my driver's license. I've held on to that 165 for years because that was what in my head I wanted to be and I was going to hold. So it's actually true now.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And where did you start from?
238. So my surgery was March 3rd, 2021.
And your height?
A towering 5'2".
Wow. Very nice. Okay, you're doing great, darling.
Thanks.
So it takes a lot of work to get to this point. It's not just, you don't just get the surgery and you just sit back and relax. There's a lot of work that comes with this.
Yes.
The first thing is vitamin and food intake. Tell us a little bit about that.
So my go-to protein supplement is ISOPURE. They have a really great like a lemonade-y citrus thing. I have that every day. It's delicious. And I take bariatric vitamins once a day. So that one's usually at night just because sometimes it'll make me a little bit nauseous and like real nauseous, like watery mouth. I don't like it, but it's hit and miss with that. So nighttime works easy. I've got some calcium chews I take. Those are delicious. They taste like caramel. And vitamin D, vitamin B. I will have a picture of it, but that thing is delicious. There's 2 of those a day. They taste like oranges. So food-wise, I'm a vegetarian. It's great. And with the VSG, you can't be a carbotarian because breads just don't work for you, like right now, especially so soon after the surgery. So a lot of vegetables, some fruits, and cheese. Cheese has been my go-to for a cool minute.
When I'm curious, I'm not a fan of your mushed up food. You used to have mushed up food. How long into the process can you start having solid food and not the nasty mushed up food?
Well, as of now, I mean, as of probably like 3 months, I can have, regular people food, but I have been, but for me, my preference is like the mushier food. I just kind of feel like it settles a little better and it doesn't like taste bad or different. Like I'll have tacos with those big lettuce like leaves. So it looks like a little taco boat. I can only have like one, but I mean, there's some crunch to that lettuce, but I don't prefer crunchy foods. So he thinks my food is gross.
Concur.
Roar! Okay, so I rely on these from time to time when I'm super busy. They're pretty darn good and they work with my vegetarian life and gluten-free. Pop them in the microwave. I can just have one, but the specs are good, so these work. These are delicious. Okay, so I microwaved it, put a little pepper jack cheese on it with a baby mini bell pepper. I don't know, something like that. It's gonna be so good. And got my girl Cholula. Spicy things are still okay for my tummy, so I'm excited.
Okay, next question. Dehydration is a huge part of your life these days. There's many times I've seen you exhausted for many weeks. No, many weeks. I'm sorry, many days.
Is a bit.
Many days after an event, after a busy weekend. So, and what you told me has to do with dehydration. So let's talk about that.
So yeah, tiredness and dehydration it just comes from me not being mindful of this small pouch and making sure I have to drink from the moment I wake up until the moment I go to sleep. You know, I take for granted the fact that I can't just chug down a bottle of water pre-surgery. So those kind of things affect me health-wise. And if we're out and about doing things, like we have an event with Run for Grace, or we're just out with the kids at soccer and that, sometimes I'll forget to take my drink, like my ISOPURE, and then I'll get a headache from it, or I'll be just really, really tired, like really tired, where I can just be a lump on the couch and that's that. But ultimately it comes down to me being mindful that you have to stay hydrated. This pouch is small. It feels like there's like a water bottle, you know, glued to your hand just all the time.
So before the next, are you sponsored by ISOPURE?
I am not, but I should be. I go through those things. They're delicious.
So the next question is, along with dehydration, I guess in a roundabout way, how do you get your activity level and your exercise in if you get dehydrated so quickly? And what is the activity level?
So my activity level is slowly growing, and I absolutely love that. I'm doing a row or a spin class, you know, alternating these things 3 to 4 times a week. They're 45 minutes per class, and I take my ISOPURE with me. Put some ice in it so it's nice and chilled as I'm working my butt off. And I run a couple times a week. The most I can do as of now is about 2 3/4 of a mile or miles. And that feels amazing. So I drink. I know when I'm doing these activities, I have to stay hydrated because the come down from it will be really bad if I don't.
I'm just curious, as a runner, do you feel the difference in your body now than you did? Because prior to this, you were doing like 6 miles a few days a week with a lot more weight on you.
Yes.
And so or does it just still feel like it's effort, or can you really feel the difference?
Yes. So it's still effort, but it's a different kind of effort. Before, when I was at that higher weight, you feel everything moving, no matter how tight those compression leggings were, no matter how tight that sports bra was. There are things jiggling all the time, and the effort to pick your foot up and like propel yourself forward is a lot. It's like you have these sandbags just on your body and everything is a struggle. Now it's a struggle, but I know I'm going faster with it. I know my foot is going a little higher off the ground than it was before. It's not like I'm kind of trudging through like quicksand. It's like, oh, hey, my foot made it off, next made it off. And it's amazing. I love it.
I'm excited to see you train for the LA Marathon in 2023. That'll be fun.
Me too. So yeah, I can start training. They said about a year after the process. So obviously I'm a few months away from that, but I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to get those long runs. Well, you know, I have to work up to it, but I'm still looking forward to it.
How'd it feel?
Oh, wonderful. The weather was beauteous.
So you talked a lot about things jiggling.
Oh yeah.
So that actually segues into our next topic is loose skin.
Mm-hmm.
I know you always called the front of your stomach your lap warmer.
Yes.
Is that still there? Is it the more prominent? I personally, I think your skin is actually getting tighter. I mean, I see areas in your body that looks much better now than it did before the surgery, but I might be biased, who knows? So tell me about your...
Loose skin. So there is loose skin on the underside of my arms, like you can grab it, it's there. There's obviously in my like abdomen area, there's loose skin. My lap warmer is just front and center. Old girl ain't going away for a long time. It's just how it is. And I'm okay with that. I know it's part of the process. Same thing with the insides of my thighs. There's loose skin there and it almost looks like kind of like a wrinkly skin. Again, I know this is part of it, so I don't beat myself up about it. I don't take progress pictures. There's a lot of inner turmoil I have from my previous life and with, you know, what he did to me and the body shaming, and you know, he has naked photos to shame me into losing weight. So I'm just not a fan of standing there in a sports bra, in leggings, or any of that for progress photos. So, you know, any photos that we have are just going to be from my day-to-day life, and we can, you know, see the progression from there. But yeah, loose skin is there. It's not awful because I think because of the activity level, I think doing these things and doing push-ups while we're spinning, using weights to work our upper body as well, I think that's definitely helping out a lot. This isn't just have the surgery, weight comes off, and then you have to do surgery again for loose skin. I think tightening it up to the best I can is working.
I think one of the victories I remember you having the past few months is you're able to buy a specific brand of underwear now.
Yes. So number one, I'm all about the brand, like not the brands, but like I just like cute things. Walmart had really cute underwears. Like I'm in it for the cotton thongs. They had the cutest patterns. They were great, but I was really up there in sizes, and then seeing all these cute things when I go to Ross or like Burlington, I'm like, wow, I would like that Calvin Klein underwear. It's just cute. Like I would like that Nautica underwear. It's just cute. And now I can get into these things. It's great. I've gone from a size like 18-20 and I was creeping out of 18-20 into the next size. Now I'm in like a medium. Some things are still large, but for the most part, like mediums are sitting pretty well with me. So it's nice.
But you've also had to get rid of a lot of clothes also.
Yes, I've donated about 3 like trunkfuls of clothes now to domestic violence shelter out here in our area, and I can give back to those women who really need it, and I'm so thankful for that. It's a lot. There's a lot of clothes. Soon I will be buying brand new clothes. These are like old clothes again. Yeah, I've gotten rid of clothes that don't fit and pulled out of the totes clothes that I grew out of, and now they're starting, the ones that I grew out of and I can get in, they're starting to get a little big for me, and there's no like backup. So
you hear that, ISOPURE? We need your sponsorship to afford these clothes.
Or Anthony just has to work more overtime. Whatever.
You buy more thongs, I'm gladly happy to buy work more overtime. Anyways, let's keep this classy and clean. Last subject is your mental and emotional health. How has that improved throughout this surgery? I see it firsthand because your confidence level in all areas of your life and in our marriage has drastically improved.
Well,
I'm gonna keep it
thank
like
you.
that. But you explain more.
So, again, like, I know it's a process. I can't go into this thinking like, oh, you know, I have loose skin on my arm, like I'm ugly. It's something I have to be very well aware of, all of these changes throughout. So I kind of embrace it, like it's there and I'm okay with it. I feel so much better about myself and I'm really, really thankful for that. You know, years ago when I was this weight, I thought I was awful. And I don't know why, you know, maybe because I've seen so much worse and then gone back to this now. But even at 165, I'm happy and I feel healthy. I feel so much healthier than I was at that max weight. So mentally, it makes me feel great. I'm still off of my depression medicines and I'm just kind of like doing life the best I can. Emotionally, all is great.
Concur. So, any closing words, any advice? Would you recommend this to anybody else?
I would absolutely recommend it, yes. For me, everything was really smooth. I had a great set of doctors and hospital was wonderful. My husband helped out. I mean, even if you don't have a huge support system and you have this, you'll need someone there maybe a day or two at most, like 2 days. But really, if you want it bad enough, getting this is absolutely worth it. It's worth eating the right way, going out there and being active, knowing that, yeah, you're starting somewhere and it's only going to improve your life. So I fully support it.
Thank you, darling, for another fantastic update.
Thank you. So my goal is to be transparent and as informative as possible about my situation. I'd love to hear anything you guys are going through. So send us a DM, put it in the comments, and we're gonna have more updates about this. So if you wanna check that out, you can subscribe to the channel. And yeah, like if I can do this, you can too.
Well, thank you, darling, for sharing another amazing update.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that did not come out smooth.
Well, thank you, darling, for another wonderful update.
Oh, that was it? Have any questions? Like, I don't even remember what the fuck I just said.
Take number 5. Are you ready?
I think so.